Roland Carter has been such a force in this community and elsewhere. He has influenced generations of musicians through his work at Hampton and later through his work at UTC. He has helped facilitate music making for many members of the community who are not professional musicians, either through work at a church or through the Chattanooga Society for the Preservation of African American Song.
He was like a second father to me. Like I said, when I came here, I did not know anybody. He took me under his wing. He gave me a job singing in the choir at church. He was the music director at First Baptist on 8th Street. He hired me to sing in his choir, and then he brought me into the Chattanooga Choral Society for the Preservation of African American Songs. And it was during my time there that I learned about so many composers and learned so much music that I'd never even heard before, and that I probably would not have been exposed to had it not been for Roland.
His medium is music. And so music, as a musician myself, I think music makes everything better. We see it passively in some cases, and we see it very prominently in others in terms of music making a difference. Music has been everything that Roland Carter does. He loves music. Music loves him. And as a result, he is able to use the medium of music and make it in such a way that it impacts himself as a creator, and it also impacts others in terms of their relationship with God, their relationship with life, their relationship with their art. He's just one great musician who has taken this medium and shared it with so many people.
It's wonderful when you say someone's name and a smile comes across your face. And whenever I say the name Roland Carter, or someone mentions him, or I think of him, I just smile.
Roland Carter, in his heyday, could get more music out of a group of singers than anybody I had ever seen in my life. I mean, I don't know what it is, the energy that the man has, his stature, his status, his knowledge of the music, what he communicates, but he could get the sound out of these people that other people just could not.
My first job teaching was at Chattanooga State. And during that time there, my younger brother passed away. And Roland drove all the way to Memphis for the service to be there with me and my family.
This is a godly man, a man that has been put here to serve and recognizes why he's here. People first. That's what Roland Carter does. He puts people first.
You know, I think my favorite attribute for Roland has changed over the years, but one of the things I've observed before his retirement and after, and one of the things that some of us strive to do, Roland Carter does what he wants to do. And the reason why he can do what he wants to do is because he takes the time to do it well. And I think that's as simply as I can put it. He does what he wants to do, and music and musicians are the better for the fact that he does what he wants to do.
The word generosity, generous, comes to me when I think about Roland Carter. I can't think of a more giving individual. He gives musically, he gives emotionally, he gives intelligently. This is a man with a tremendous amount of class, a tremendous amount of Southern dignity, and you would never know that he is a genius because it's not something that he brags about or boasts about. He just is Roland Carter.
Now he's going to be very honest about whether he likes something. You can actually tell by the expression on his face if you've ever been in a performance with him and he's listening, and you can tell whether he's enjoying it or whether something is not quite right by the way he'll turn his head. It's that, you know, that because he hears everything. I mean, whatever note is missing, he hears everything. And so you can kind of look at him and tell whether you know, that this is going well or that it's not quite right. But whatever he tells you afterwards is always to make it better.
Roland Carter was instrumental in helping some young musicians go through college who did not have means. He provided support for them. He has also, helped relatives, his own relatives. He's a generous man. He's a caring man, a compassionate man, an authentic man, as well as extremely talented man.
The young people that come to UTC that studied under him, they kind of became like his children. He made sure that he looked after them and made sure that they had what they need, and just took on kind of a father type role in their life.
Generosity, the epitome of class, the epitome of dignity. Excellence, it's in everything that he does. It's in his music. Roland Carter, he's the best.
Roland, you've heard us say over and over again that we want to be like you when we grow up. We wish you well. I am so proud to have worked with you, to be your friend, to have gotten advice from you. I know that there is still more from you. And so I wish you well, be happy, and keep doing music and showing us how it's done.
I would like to say to Roland, thank you so much for being a mentor and being a second father to me. When I moved here, all of my family was still in Mississippi, and I appreciate how you just looked out for me. You took me under your wing. You gave me opportunities that I would not have otherwise received if I had stayed in Memphis. I feel like coming to Chattanooga has been the best thing for me musically. And I appreciate that everything you have done for me personally as well as professionally. And I love you so much. And you know that since my father passed away, that you have taken his place in my life and my heart. And I just want to thank you so much for stepping up and just being that, playing that role for me.